Hi, this is Coach Brian, and welcome to Coach's Corner. So for today, we're going to talk about a supplement. Now, a lot of us take a lot of supplements. We take our protein powders, we take our minerals, our electrolytes, our vitamins. But today, one supplement is becoming a little bit more popular over time, and it's a good, safe supplement for you to take under the right conditions. And what I'm talking about is creatine. Now, creatine is a supplement that's made inside your body, and it does a lot of things about building energy. And we're going to go over some of the things it does and some of the things it doesn't do. Now, I'm going to be reading from a script simply because a lot of these words are going to be really hard for me to say, and frankly, it's a lot easier if I can read them, and I'm still going to massacre some of the words, but that's okay. So let's talk about creatine. So many of you heard about this product, but most don't know much about it. This is why I chose the subject today. I'm going to go through some of the interesting research I've found and share these with you. I'll put the links in the video and also include them in the description. And I do recommend you go read the links. Some of it's pretty boring, but you're going to learn a lot about it, and you're going to be able to utilize this substance better in your training and basically in your life. Now, for the record, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I am a coach. And as a coach, my goal is to help you get the most out of your exercise, your fitness, and achieve your goals. I do read the research papers and publications. I look at the research from reputable sources to bring the best factual information I can give you. Let's start with some questions. What is creatine? Creatine is a compound that comes from 3 amino acids. Creatine is found mostly in your body's muscles as well in your brain. And it's created in your brain and your liver, and you produce some but not a lot of it, okay? Anyway, most people get creatine through seafood and red meat, though at levels far below those found in synthetically made creatine supplements. The body's liver and brain, pancreas, and kidneys also make about 1 to 3 grams of creatine per day. Your body stores creatine as phosphocreatine primarily in your muscles where it is used for energy. As a result, people take creatine orally to improve athletic performance and increase muscle mass. Okay, creatine is not a steroid. It is an energy producer. Okay, and we want to get that straight. You're not taking an anabolic steroid or anything illegal. You're taking something that is perfectly legal, that is made by your body. What does creatine do? These enzymes work together to form chemical reactions that make creatine. Once creatine is either consumed or synthesized, 95% is stored in skeletal muscles where it is used for energy, 5% is stored in the brain, heart and testes, and around 0.5 to 2% is converted for use by the liver, kidneys, and pancreas. Once creatine is in the cells, it is turned into adenosine triphosphate, ATP. Some ATP essential functions. Okay, now this work gets really sciencey, and I'm going to massacre some words. Neurotransmitter. ATP carries messages from one nerve cell, neuron, to another. ATP can be released by nerve cells in the body, peripheral neurons, as well as nerve cells in the central nervous system, brain, and spinal cord. Its role is, as a neurotransmitter, is to maintain homeostasis, equilibrium, throughout the body, making genetic material. Your body needs ATP to make DNA and RNA. It needs the triphosphate in ATP to make RNA for DNA. Your body first converts ATP to deoxyribonucleotide, DATP, by removing an oxygen atom, sending messages. ATP's role in intercellular signaling is to release messengers such as hormones, enzymes, lipid mediators, neurotransmitters, nitric oxide, growth factors, and reactive oxygen species. These messengers regulate the inner workings of cells. Muscle contraction. Your muscles can store a small amount of ATP. This ATP is used rather quickly when you're using your muscles. Like when you're exercising, your body then makes more ATP, sends it to the muscles to sustain exercise levels. Protein synthesis. Most of the energy from cells' ATP is used to make proteins such as enzymes, antibodies, and structural proteins. This one comes from an article, When Too Much ATP is Bad for Protein Synthesis. And it really is a balancing act with other nutrients, specifically magnesium. So again, taking your supplements, all your supplements, and exercising regularly and eating properly is the best way to build your body. Active transport. ATP powers the proteins that move substances across cell membranes. Now that's enough about ATP. We got from creatine to ATP, and now we're moving back to discuss creatine. And I just want to say that there's a lot of science involved, a lot of biology here. The research papers that I got a lot of the stuff from is going to be addressed. I will put the research papers up, as well as I will have them in the description. Okay, so is it safe to consume creatine? When used orally at appropriate doses, creatine is likely safe to take for up to 5 years. As with any dietary supplement, it is important to choose a product that follows recommended manufacturing process and subscribes to third-party testing to ensure the product's quality. When I say third-party testing, NSF, USP, and the likes of those that do test the product to verify purity and that the label accurately reflects what is in the container. Creatine can cause weight gain, generally as lean body mass, but it will also you will also gain weight from intercellular water. Weight gain from transcellular water retention. This is generally only small amounts of weight. You will retain some water, and that's never a bad thing for an athlete. Simply because if you, like me, I'm a triathlete. I've been a marathon runner in the past, a cyclist, swimmer. You lose a lot of water through sweat, through perspiration, and having a little more water retention is never a bad thing. Where does creatine come from? Your body does create some of it. The remainder comes from a compound made from 3 amino acids, methionine, glycine, and arginine. I probably massacred those words terribly. I will put the words up as I'm saying them. Some is made in your liver, and a smaller amount is made in your brain. Lab-made creatine involves 2 key ingredients, sodium sarcosinate and cyanamide. Sodium sarcosinate is like a salt, but slightly sweet in taste. Cyanamide is a white solid. You likely encounter it a couple times a day. It is commonly found in toothpaste. These 2 ingredients are heated, pressurized in a large reaction vessel. This creates a liquid we then cool and set to become crystalline creatine. This is then purified by a centrifuge, which spins out any impurities. The pure liquid is vacuum dried and milled into a fine powder, making it easier to dissolve in water. Then it's tested to make sure it meets purity requirements. Now, I do suggest you buy brand name creatine that's made in the United States. There is some that's made in China. I would avoid those. They aren't as strictly tested as the U.S. made creatine. Can it help me? Creatine may enhance athletic performance. It contributes to rapid energy production and may enhance power, speed, and speed bursts, requiring short periods of anaerobic activity. The reason it could be related to the association of creatine supplement. Let's start that one again. Can it help me? Creatine may enhance athletic performance. It contributes to rapid energy production and may enhance power or speed bursts required in short periods of anaerobic activity. The reason could be related to the association of creatine supplementation and the increased glycogen storage in muscles. Glycogen can quickly release glucose, one of the best sources of instant energy. There's also some evidence that creatine supplementation, along with adequate calorie and protein intake, can hasten muscle recovery after strenuous exercise. Again, this may be related to creatine's promotion of glycogen in muscles, because glucose-derived energy is needed to help in the healing process. Creatine supplementation does not build muscle. However, creatine supplementation along with regular resistance training and a well-balanced diet may offset age-related sarcopenia. And sarcopenia is muscle degradation. And I've had that, and you may have too. If you've ever had an arm or a leg in a cast for a period of time, you may have noticed that some of your muscles in the casted leg or arm is smaller than the other arm. And in a younger person, this can be overcome rather rapidly with exercise and proper diet. However, as a person ages, you may gain the strength, but you may not gain the muscle fibers back. And I have one calf muscle that is slightly smaller than the other one because my leg was in a cast and a boot for about 3 months following Achilles surgery. And since I am over 60, gaining that muscle back is really, really difficult. The legs are equally as strong. I do a lot of one-legged exercises to prove that, but when we're talking building muscle and creating muscle, the older you are, the harder it is. Creatine does help. Okay. Sarcopenia is the loss of muscle mass and power that happens as we grow older, but it also occurs when muscles are inadequately activated, such as after an injury. There are studies suggesting improvements in cognitive function with creatine supplementation. Current evidence suggests that creatine monohydrate supplementation may confer beneficial effects on cognitive function in adults, particularly in the domains of memory, attention time, and information processing speed. And I actually have an elderly friend who I got started on creatine. It doesn't work instantly. It's not like a drug that wakes your brain up. It's something that happens over time as your brain uses creatine to give itself energy and enable processing. Can it hurt me? There are some side effects from creatine ingestion, such as weight gain, kidney problems, and muscle cramping, electrolyte imbalance, and elevated liver enzymes. Most of these stem from pre-existing kidney and liver problems. I stress that, pre-existing. I didn't take creatine for a number of years because I heard that it could cause kidney problems. This was false. It has been tested and proven safe. And if you have kidney or liver problems, this is the only time where maybe you want to speak to your physician about creatine. Okay, most of these stem from pre-existing kidney and liver problems. The others may just be dosing and acclimation issues, and are outlined in an article from the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition. And I'll include that in the description. Will I bulk up? Not necessarily. There may be some weight gain initially with intercellular water. However, the real plus comes from the energy gain by the more available ATP, which is the secret to rapid recovery between sets. This will allow more efficient training sessions. A person will only bulk up based on their own DNA and the force of your workout. Creatine is not a steroid. Okay, and we come to the conclusion. Creatine is generally accepted as a safe substance to use. It has some very well established studied advantages for its use. It has some lesser studied improvements in mental acuity. Your use should be weighed on your needs. They are mentioned above. If you have any conditions related to your liver, kidneys, or any significant pre-existing condition, discuss this with your physician prior to using creatine. Creatine is a great supplement for those involved in athletics, whether in the gym or on the field. The results are pretty amazing for almost everyone with those accepting. The results are pretty amazing for most everyone with those few exceptions mentioned above. There are a few downsides to its use. Generally, you can take larger doses for differing results, and what your buddy doesn't use will just be urinated out. The study's reference will be noted in the video and video description. Okay, like always, like, subscribe, share this information with somebody who it may be useful for. I, like all the other people that do these videos, do it for your benefit. I don't do it for my benefit. I'm not monetized as of this time, and I'm not likely to monetize anytime soon, but I'm doing this to help my athletes and you that are looking into this product. And all the information I give is generally from reputable sources that I've read and studied. If I've gotten anything wrong, leave a comment for me. Tell me, what did I do? What did I get wrong? I read all the comments that are left on all my videos, and I do respond as well. Thank you, and like, subscribe, and share this video like always, and we'll see you next time.